So welcome to this Throwback Thursday. This is an international collaboration with a number of other YouTubers who are looking back at their videos and their photos and reliving some of their old memories. And before we start, I want to say don't forget to have a look at the card that will be at the end of the video, which will be
about there, yeah.
About here at the end of the video, and that will be a link to all the other YouTubers and their videos and their photos and memories. And I think you'll find it interesting. So what have we got this month?
Well, what we thought we'd do is, because we've just done our 200th arriving at video, we thought we'd look at the very first one we did where we actually showed something of the site. This goes back to April 2017 and we're on our way to Englethwaite Hall.
So let's have a look.
We didn't have a very good introduction.
Right, let me show you how our holiday normally starts. We
don't show this anymore.
Some washing. Still got the same washing machine.
And the same bin.
We normally pack about 8 t-shirts and 8 underpants and 8 pairs of socks each, and it all goes in that box. We still do that, don't we? We still pack the number of underpants for the number of days. I suppose this is a good idea, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's it. So, that's perfect.
Now we did this whole great big long waffle on here.
Yeah, you were waffling on for ages about where we're going, because we were doing a tour, weren't we? Eventually ending up at the National Motorhome show at Peterborough, weren't we?
Yeah.
So you're getting in a real mess here with how many days we're here and where we're going and who we're meeting. And I'm thinking,
we started doing like a pre-tour video.
Yeah.
And I think I was thinking that's what we ought to do, but we did this as part of the arriving at video. So it's almost like 2 videos in one, and Poppy's already yawning.
Yeah. I was glad I got it right. It was, you were struggling, weren't you? Which sites we were going to?
So I think we'll wind this on.
Yeah.
Another night.
Now this is the exciting bit, packing the fridge.
Yeah.
I mean, this fridge was bigger than our current fridge, so.
Yeah. This is up in our previous.
This is in the Swift Bolero, yeah. Which was about 2 years old then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got it in December 2015, and this is April 2017.
Yeah. So it's less about 18 months old then.
Yeah.
You're coming in with some coats.
Yeah.
And some bread. I think we'll
wind this on.
I think. But no, it was a great fridge and freezer. And we've only got that tiny little camera, haven't we, as well, the Hero 5 session. So we don't do this anymore, because we just show everything rammed in the fridge now, don't we? This stage out. Some water.
Just quickly show you this. That is one packed fridge. Actually, I just realised there's a bit of space at the top there.
Yeah, there's actually a bit of spare space.
Yeah, the shopping's been. We're all packed. We're ready to go.
So here we are setting off, aren't we? Where are we now then?
Sorry? Where are we now? We're on the A5758. We still do this, but we still say where we're going when we're on the A5758.
Yeah,
it's the road that leads to the motorways, which either go north or south, which is usually which way we're going, or even to Wales. So.
Yeah, we're always tending to go on this road, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very rarely go the other way.
I think we just try and set the scene, really.
Yeah, that we're on our way.
And I think the theme really has always been sort of taking people with us.
Yes, that's right. But what we didn't do back then was show any of the motorway signs or what road we're on, and we learned that was a good thing to do.
Yeah, certainly on the approach to the site, people wanted to see, which way to turn.
Because we could be anywhere here. It's just on a lane, aren't we?
Prepare to arrive at destination on the right after half a mile.
So that's the original Mrs. Satnag, isn't she? She was a Falcon navigator, wasn't she? It was quite reliable, and that had campsites on it, didn't it?
Yeah, and the footage here is actually quite stable. we had the Hero 5 mounted on the windscreen,
Yeah.
and you could see the little triangles reflected off the dashboard. We've since put like a black cloth on the dashboard to stop the reflections in the windscreen.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem with this setup was we didn't have any extra mics for the Hero.
You arrive at destination on
So you
the
can
right
hear,
after
yeah, so you can hear
1,000
Mrs.
feet.
Satnag, but you can't hear us very well. I used to hold it the rest of the time, didn't I?
Yeah. I
Which
think
was
this is
hard.
before I actually bought the mic adapter. I did use the mic adapter for the Hero 5. It meant we could have, lapel
Bell mics. No, that was a long time after this.
Yeah.
No, we just had that in like a little cube. And so here we are, actually at the site. You really can't hear what we're saying, can you? What you were using at the time was the GoPro software, wasn't it? And therefore it was very difficult to edit bits out. Or
Yeah, I think I just tended to leave everything in. We just, a great big chunk of
Have you
video.
arrived at your destination?
We certainly have.
so we're arriving. It's April, so we've got a lot of nice daffodils still at the side, haven't we?
Yeah.
So what virtually our editing was switch the camera on, switch the camera off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then just drop this footage in. It gives you a good view of the drive into the site.
Yeah, I mean, people still want to see what the site looks like.
Right. You said approaching,
We're actually there.
we're actually there. Yeah. Thought we'd better say that because no one could hear us.
Give yourself a shake.
Yeah.
Blossom on the trees.
Yeah. Well, we've arrived.
Yeah, we still like this site.
Yeah, it's still one of my favourites.
Yeah, I think on our
Hi.
last trip it was one of our
Englethwaite
favourites.
Hall.
So there's
Poppy's quite
Poppy.
excited.
Poppy's about 2 years old there.
Doing a load of barking as we
Two,
arrived.
2.5, something
Yeah.
like that.
Hey,
No Tara
where
with
you
us.
going there? You stood down there. Yeah, let me GoPro bag alone.
Yeah, so it was your first GoPro bag with all your big
Yeah, that's the
signals.
mount there. You just
Chilly.
Yeah.
the windscreen.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
So I had it off to one side, so you were always getting a passenger eye view.
About
Really,
10 degrees.
yeah, yeah.
tend to mount it in the middle under the rear view mirror, rear view camera screen.
Can't
Yeah.
handle those sort of temperatures.
And
That's
that,
my original iPhone there.
the iPhone 6.
Jenny's on her phone.
The other thing to say here, it's funny looking back at the old Bolero and seeing the travel seat there.
Oh, get
Yes,
set up.
yeah, it is, isn't it? I always used to sit like that, sort of on the edge.
That's it.
Yeah,
Mainly because when the table was up, it was
Favourites.
awkward. And we've still got this Tassimo.
I know. We could do with a new one. And I watched this bit earlier, and you can see all the coffee stains around there.
Yeah.
So it obviously must have spilt something or something
Yeah.
exploded.
I think my pod probably exploded. And these mugs were a bit yuck, weren't
Yeah,
they, by
these are
then?
melamine mugs. You
Yeah.
can see they're a bit stained.
Tried to clean them, didn't we, several times, but we now got our posh cats and Desmond Donda's mugs, haven't we?
Yeah. Now you can see how wobbly the footage is here.
I'm holding this, walking along.
Are you holding it or am I holding it?
I think I'm holding it because
Yeah.
I think when we talk, you can just about hear me a bit more than you. There was hardly anyone here, was there?
No.
It's really blooming muddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the site was pretty empty, wasn't it?
But it is bad that there's
Yeah.
wobbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it proves not only have we learnt more, but the cameras have actually got better.
Yeah. I mean, stabilisation on the new Hero 10 is unbelievable. It just looks like you're gliding along almost.
Yeah.
Just see a little bit of up and down, but nothing like this.
No.
Makes you feel a bit. Ugh.
Yeah, it does. And of course we had no wind muff, so if it was ever windy, there was another region. Yeah. It's interesting looking back though. I mean, the picture of it isn't bad, is it? Because it wasn't
No,
exactly
if
a sunny
it
day.
would stay still for long enough to
For you
see
to
it.
look, yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing there, turn it around, just...
Yeah, so the video's come into a bit of an abrupt ending here. We, I think we had the battery actually ran out and kind of wander up this bit here. Got,
Which didn't go anywhere. I'm thinking, what on earth are you wandering?
Yep.
Now it's funny looking back at these old videos. You see how little talking we did in them.
Well, I think we got the impression that we couldn't really be heard all that well anyway.
No.
And we hadn't checked how much battery we'd got, so we only had one battery, I think, back then.
Yeah.
And
well, it didn't have a battery. It's built in.
oh, was it built in?
Yeah.
All right, you had to charge
just
it up.
to charge it up, and if you hadn't charged it up, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
So this is the squirrel hide, and went in the squirrel hide, which is still there, and it hasn't really changed at all. It's still got this foam in there, and then the battery died, and that was it. And we didn't do any thanks for watching or anything like that.
No, we just had to end it there, didn't we? Because that's what happened. Yeah, so we looked young, didn't we?
Yeah. So I hope you found that interesting, and like I said earlier, don't forget to watch the other videos in this series. There will be a link just after this bit, or probably on this bit, about here, and you can watch the other videos in this collaboration. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Okay, bye then.